What's up, everyone? Matt back for another Who Are They real review. And today I'm here to talk to you about a movie I honestly I didn't know how I was going to feel about it going into it. And it's just because it's the nature of the rom-com. I'm not a big rom-com guy, but ultimately this won me over. I mean, in the last month, we've gotten two really good rom-coms to come out. And that is Bros, of course, and now Ticket to Paradise. I mean, who could ever turn down a Clooney Roberts pick? The two have amazing chemistry and a great history and friendship, and that just plays so well on the screen as they play a pair of parents who are divorced and hate each other's guts, but ultimately try to come together to break up their daughter's wedding because she decides to go on a vacation after graduation. She just graduated law school. She's going on this vacation to have one last real life fling before the real world starts. And what happens? She falls in love with a local islander in Bali and decides after about a month, I'm going to marry him. So what do the mom and dad who can't stand each other, can't even stand being in the same room with each other do? Try to be in lockstep, as they say, and break apart this wedding. But as all rom-coms that happen, of course, these divorcees start to rekindle their flame. Um, but it was just a fun journey, a fun story, and I had an absolute blast. It's a reminder what old-fashioned great acting can do to a script. Because let's be honest, this typical rom-com fare, it's not necessarily the greatest script. However, because of what Roberts and Clooney are able to do on the screen and their chemistry, it just elevates it to a different level that you can't help but appreciate and love. I had this giant smile on my face. Do all the jokes land? No, of course not. But when the ones that do are just hilarious, and even when they're butting heads earlier in the film, trading barbs, it's just great fun. And Roberts and Clooney aren't the only ones doing a great job. Dever, or Dever, I never can understand. I can never pronounce her last name right. Um, those of you know her from Booksmart or unfortunately Dear Evan Hansen, but as their daughter, she does a fantastic job of just being this generation, breaking out from what their parents want her to be. She's a really good foil of what this generation is, just trying to live their best lives and be happy. And it's just refreshing to see a movie like this. I mean, we all love the superhero flicks. We all love the big blockbusters. But at the end of the day, it's nice to see these little rom-coms to just be a palate cleanser of sorts. And that's really cool to me. I do want to shout out uh Maxime Bouttier, who plays Gede, who is the groom, the soon-to-be husband of Kaitlyn Dever's Lily, and he was just as knowing what situation this character is put in, he handles this part masterfully because he can tell mom and dad don't want want their daughter to go into this life and be with him and start their own life and family, but it was it was really cool and interesting to see how he handled it, and those moments where you can see that he's winning them over are just really strong and powerful. However, my personal standout, and I think it's a crime that they didn't get more screen time in this, and this is part of the reason I'm giving it a lower grade than you expect. Billie Lourd. For those who don't know who Billie Lourd is, that is the late great Carrie Fisher's daughter, is fantastic as Lily's best friend. And what's kind of sad and unfortunate is we get a lot of her in the beginning, and she's the sassy best friend, and she's got this great energy. It's definitely a part you could have seen a younger Carrie Fisher doing in the 80s. But what ends up hurting is you get her pretty heavy-handedly in the beginning, and she's doing great, and then she's just missing for like a good chunk of the film, and it sucks because there are moments where I'm like, a joke from her would be great, but where is she and why isn't she in the scene? You'd think that she's here for the wedding. She's the maid of honor, is my guess, and you think she'd more be there because she talks about how the that this family is a surrogate family for her of sorts. That Lily's like her sister, and I guess that's realistically my one big complaint is that we, there could have been more of her, but ultimately they felt like they didn't need it. But no, if I'm gonna rate this film with a final grade, I'm going with a 4. It's not an Oscar bait film. It's not a film that's gonna win any awards, but ultimately, it's just a good fun time at the theater, and you couldn't want anything more than that. Like, I will probably see this again. I laughed, I teared up a few times, but the story of family that it tells, along with how you see Roberts and Clooney's characters grow, and that even though they were divorced, they were still kind of in love, especially Clooney's character more so than Roberts. He has this really beautiful moment when he's at the hotel bar with Billie Lourd's character. And it just it was outstanding. So 4 out of 5 for me. I'm really excited for you guys to see this movie, but also I want to know what you thought. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Comment on this video. Let us know your thoughts. And yeah, also remember this Saturday, it's been a week. The discourse is still going heavy. Halloween Ends spoiler discussion with Connor and Taylor over at Really Scared. The boys are back doing a live spoiler discussion of Halloween Ends. I'll probably be running producer on that. Excited to just see how that goes. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Be sure to tune that in. That is Saturday, Saturday evening Eastern Standard Time. I think it's 8:30 p.m. And yeah, but on that, this was another Who Are They Real Review, and we'll see you next time.